I got this message from someone who follows my socials, and I thought I'd read it to you guys because the thing he's saying in this message is something that many barbers or majority of barbers have experienced or are experiencing right now. And he's asking me for some advice. So I thought the advice I give to him, I should actually put it out here because it'll be helpful not only for him, but for you guys which are watching as well. So let's read this message. It says, "Hey Mark." First of all, his name is George. He said I can say his name. His name is George. He's from Essex. So big up, George. "Hey Mark, I'm a barber from Essex that's been cutting hair for nearly a year now, doing apprenticeship and has been cutting full time for about a month now at a shop that needed him because they were desperate for barbers. It's a walk-in barbershop, so every day is unexpected to what's coming, and he's struggling with his confidence, and he's still very, very new to this whole game. He's asking me, is there any advice you could give me to help me? I will send you some of my cuts too if you'd like to see them." So George, thank you very much for this message. Now, first of all, what I'd say to you is struggling with your confidence is natural. If you're new to anything, you're bound to have some confidence issues because you're new to it. That's just something that everybody goes through. And that's why I was saying this is something that all barbers gone through. I've been cutting hair for about 22 years professionally. In the earlier years, I was nervous to cut hair. I'd see clients coming into the chair and be like, "Oh, I'm scared to cut his hair. I don't want to do this haircut. I don't want to do that haircut." This is natural. So I'd say to you, first of all, there's nothing wrong with you and don't feel awkward or away. If anything, what I'd actually tell you to do is to embrace your lack of confidence. And what I mean by that is we have the other side where people say, "Do you know what? No, fake it till you make it." But I'm like, especially within the barbering industry, don't fake it till you make it. Just be the level which you're at. So wherever you're at, be comfortable with that. Because in everything we do, we start off bad, we get better, we get good, we get better, we become amazing. It's a process, it's a journey. So you're going to have to go through that. So wherever you're at on that journey, be comfortable with it. Because it's not like, you're talking about you're 50 years into your career and you still don't know how to do a fade. Then there'll be something to say, okay, maybe there's something up. But being a year into your career, you're new. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Now, you haven't specified exactly what you want advice on except for the confidence, right? But I want to give you some other pieces of advice. You may not need it. You may need it. Other people may need it. So let's talk about it. You're new in the shop. You said, I'm going to read in between the lines. You said, unexpected, the traffic basically is unexpected. So some days I guess are busy, some days are not. Because it's all walk-ins, you'd never know what's going to happen. So what I'd say to you is, first of all, speak to the owner of the shop before you do this. And ask the owner, is it cool if I go out there and grab customers? Now, our owner's never going to say no. But what I would actually say is, if it's quiet, do some free haircuts. I did something on my social media the other day when I did a video where I went out in the streets and I was out there for like an hour just speaking to random people saying, look, if you want a haircut right now, you can get a free haircut. And I converted four clients into, or 4 people on the street into clients. Now, I would say this is a proven method that works. You can do it discount, you can do it free haircuts, but I think free haircuts is the best way because if you're not doing anything, you might as well just give out a free haircut because 1, you gain the experience and 2, you may gain a client. So I'd say, first of all, speak to the owner because I don't know the rules of your shop and it's always important to make sure you run things by the owner so you're not just kind of like going off on one and everybody's like, what are you doing? So speak to the owner and if the owner's cool, say, okay, cool. Hit the streets. And this will actually help with your confidence because when you hit the streets, what will happen is you'll be like, I got to go speak to that person. I feel a bit awkward. But the more and more you do it, the more confidence you get. Because someone will say, nah, I don't want to hear it. Someone else will be like, ignore you, just walk past you, look at you and be like, I just walk past you. But the more and more you even get rejected, the easier it actually becomes being rejected. Then next minute, you're just like, doesn't matter, I'm out there. Hey, we're doing a little promotion right now, free haircut. Would you like to come and get a free haircut? No, you move on. You don't even feel it. So that's why I say, go out there and get clients. Now, another thing I'll tell you to do is, I went to go onto your page, but your page is on private. I don't know the reason why your page is on private. I saw that it had 3 pictures or 3 posts, but I'd say this to you. You're a barber. There's no reason why your page should be on private. that is your portfolio. That is your place to promote yourself. So you want to have as many people as possible viewing that page. So take it off private and put your pictures up. Another thing, do not lack the confidence, or you might lack the confidence, but do it anyway. But do not feel a way about putting your pictures up there, even if you think they're not great. This is where you're at. And this is what I was saying earlier. Embrace exactly where you're at. Because what is good about embracing where you're at is that will give you more confidence in cutting hair. Because I've always been in this place where I've said, listen, wherever I'm at is wherever I'm at. When I started posting loads of pictures on social media, like about 12 years ago, I was doing like 3 to 5 haircuts a day. They weren't all the best haircuts. But what was good about it was they were all my haircuts and they were all the standard I was cutting at. So whenever a new client came in, I could be confident with the idea that I haven't fooled them. So don't do the thing of like, I'm going to put one haircut up a month, which will be my best haircut, because then you're setting a standard that you may not be able to always reach. But wherever you're at, whether you're at number 1 or number 10, put yourself out there. So at least when people book you, they know what they're getting, and you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit nervous. Or even if you do feel that, because that will happen, what you can say to yourself is, well, they came to me because they like the standard that I cut at, and I didn't lie to them. So this is me. So I should be able to fulfill what they actually want. That's another thing. Another thing I'll say to you is, in your barbershop, the barbers which are better than you, if you're not doing anything, watch them. Please don't sit there on your phone strolling just around social media, flicking. Watch them. Ask them questions. Say, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? Why are you doing that? If you don't understand something, ask them. Take as much as you can from them. These are just a few things I think you can do in your career right now. But ultimately, I'll say there's no reason to lack any confidence. Be confident in wherever you're at. If someone says to you, hey, are you an amazing barber? Just say, look, here's my portfolio. You judge. You don't need to be like, yes, I'm the best. Yes, I'm the best. Trust me. Come with me. I'm the best. No. You judge. If they like your haircuts and they want to book you, great. If they don't, no problem. But put your haircuts out there. Seriously, put your haircuts out there. And as you get better, you will probably feel the urge to start deleting the haircuts that you look back on and say weren't good. But don't do that, because that's your journey. That's your portfolio. That's you showing yourself where you were at to where you're at now. In 3 months, you may look back and say, oh, I'm fading much better. Well, it's good to keep it there. In 1 year, you'll look back and you're guaranteed to look back and say, oh, that haircut isn't that great, but that's cool. That will always kind of be a message to yourself, an indication to yourself of where you were at to where you're at now. So these are just a few things that you can do. And if you're another barber, any barber out there which is struggling with some of these things as well, then take this advice, because it's helpful not just for one person, but for anybody going through that. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, we've all gone through it. So don't feel like you're the only one. And don't feel like, why am I feeling this way? We have all gone through it. We all started off bad. No one just starts off amazing. So do not feel a way at all. If you got any advice for George today, put it in the comments. Encourage him. Tell him your story. Let's get this rolling. If you have any advice you'd want from me, then send me a message and you may appear on here. Because this has been another episode of the SliderCuts Barber Business Podcast, where I talk all things barbering, business, and in between.